almost there.
Soon.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman. And
Domo.
a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a
クトゥルフやってま
surprise
す
for you.
ね。
As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
本屋でクトゥルフ2015。追加ルールとか現代日本シナリオとかあって面白そうで買いました。
現代シナリオっていうかあれですね。ただそれ1個じゃできないんでルール部が必要なんでどっち。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
ほとんどシナリオみたいな感じのがあるんで。
ルルブ持ってますよわら。
ルールは思った以上に
These manifests are signed by Charles
もう
Hawkins.
一応買いましたね。
That's all I'll get from them.
だからそれだけで大体が
あれは持ってないと。
それだけでこと足りちゃうんで何とも言えないんで。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the
一
harbor.
人に一冊。
This blackboard
一人一
hasn't
冊
been
持っ
used
て
in
た
a
ら
while. Fishing equipment.
クトゥルフみんなやっ
Could
て
do
ま
with
すよ。
some rust remover.
クトゥルフ神話でもう大流行レベルじゃないと一人一冊持ってないですよ。5000円ですよ一冊。あ、5000円ですよね。6000円でしたっけ。値段書いてありますよねそれ。約6000円でした。失礼しました。
私の身内4人は全員持ってるわら。
やばいですね。4人全員持ってるのはすごいですよ。ファミリー何人持ってます僕たち。ファミリー
クトゥルフ大好きマン。
何人持ってます？誰か持ってましたっけ？3人しか持ってないんかい。9人いて9人いて3人9人いて3人しか持ってないという。 僕含めさ。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
まあ、クトゥルフでも楽しいですからね。でも僕たちやってるゲーム、クトゥルフじゃないんで、TRPG の中でも。
What a macabre
違うん
souvenir.
ですよね。D&D
9人でできるとかいいですね。
9人でできるわけじゃないんですけど、集合してるのいつも5人ぐらいなんで。5、6人いても6人。最近はもう、そう。実際やってるのは D&D っていうゲームを TRPG を5人かな、実際6人でできるのに5人でやってます。
For the heart, even.
It's you who lays down the
おい
law.
永井さん、
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last
夏
serving
休みだから
captain
泊
on
まりで
dock.
シナリオやりてー。
Tell me what I can do to help you.
か夏休みだ。
夜更かし TRPG。
夏休みですよ、学生の皆さん。
I'm looking for warehouse
さあ皆さ
36.
ん、
You know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't
夏
miss
休み
it.
です。
Understood.
You know who the
僕は
building
僕は
belongs
まだ
to,
学生
don't
なん
you?
ですけど、先輩はもう学生じゃないんで。
藤村さんは TRPG のご予定は？
You tell me.
I
明日
thought you
の
would have worked
昼
it out.
やるかなみ
It
たいな。
belonged to Charles Hawkins.
一応
Shippers
昼や
from
るってか
father to son.
予定ですね。
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I
話してくれれば。
私も学生ですよ。大学3年生20歳わら。
あ、僕よりも1個上ですね。僕がまだ、
音がでかいが取り巻き超えた。綾鷹くんが来ました。
あやたかくんお帰り。僕は今ま
I
だ
was
専
looking
門
at
2
your
年で
photograph. The one of the man in
専
front
門
of
2
the
年
boat.
で
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
酒盛りしながら TRPG 最高。
I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my
そ
father
ういう
in
人
the
いますから
photograph.
ね。
Your father.
僕が
John Fitzroy, captain of the
申
Scylla.
し訳ないです。
His wooden leg is
迷
here.
惑かけてます。
You can
酒
go
盛
and
りし
see
なが
it
らは
if you're interested.
迷惑かけてるなっていう。
I found a threatening
永
letter
井さんがひた
signed
す
by
ら
a
情報を
certain
集め続ける
cat.
という。
What?
酔ってる
I
か
don't
ら
mind you
変なロー
visiting
ル
my
しまく
harbor
るわら。
master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
僕は酔ってても酔ってなくても関
That
係なし
shyster
に出目
wants
が
to
悪い
make
ん
us
で、
pay protection money.
With any
い
success?
つも
I
平常運
wouldn't say
転で
that,
ロールが悪いん
but
で。
she terrifies
Even
my
though
men
it's
as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
いい目が
Don't
出
you
るぐらいなん
worry
で。
about that.
10
平
回
気で
振って半
NPC 殺しに来たりとか。
NPC 殺す NPC はさすがに僕は
ゲーマズ泣かせ。
Can you tell me where the warehouse is
僕
again?
たちは
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with
み
the
んな
cop
善
on
な気
guard
持ちを
duty
持っ
out
てると
front.
思うんで、
You
約
can't miss it.
1名除いて
Understood.
2名かな。
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're
2
totally
名
unreadable.
善なやつがいる。
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
2人
I don't remember having
僕含めて
countersigned
2
anything
人が
special
善なや
enough
つだ
for
から
someone to hide it.
あんまり
And why
そういう
obliterate
行動
the
しないで
dates
すよ
as well as the goods
善な
stored in
人
the
間なんで
warehouse?
僕たちは
You mean that the dates have some
基本
meaning?
善な人間のつもりなんですけど、パーティー中2名が悪の方向に走ってる人間がいるんです。
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the
Yeah,
island's
yeah,
fishing
yeah,
industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers
進
went
行
out
上
to
必
sea
要な
after the
NPC 殺
miraculous
されて
catch
シナリオがめちゃくちゃになって。
So where did the Hawkins family get
進
its
行
money?
上必要な
Well,
NPC
from
が
what
殺され
Charles
て、
inherited, I presume.
俺たちも
Although
馬が死んだり
these
犬が死
dates
んだ
on the
り
manifests
重要なものが
could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
悲しいですね。そういうのは分かりますよ。 OK ですね、愛さん。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
話長いですよ、このゲーム。そうですよ。
プレイヤー同士で殺し合いとか。
プレイヤ ヤー同士で殺し合いは僕がちょっと高校のやつらとやってた時にやりました。まだ全然調べてないですもんね。サブクエやってないじゃないですか。バーにも行ってないし、ブラッドリーにも話してない。
Prohibition is just a
僕これ
joke
先に
around
多分サブクエ終わらせましたよ。
That suits me fine.
プレイヤー同士で殺し合って実際に死んだことは周りのみんな全員死んじゃったっていうのはありますね。はい。じゃあ3人、6人いて3人死にました。
Be careful.
かっこいい女性ですね。
Let's get him another drink.
ガオチロ綾鷹君から LINE 来
In
た。
my bar, we don't serve
16
trouble.
歳には難しすぎてわからん。
あのね、綾鷹くんね、TRPG やってないからね、難しいんだよね。
クトゥルフのゲームいくらでした？
He's the troublemaker.
クトゥルフのゲーム、これは僕5500円ぐらいで
You
買いま
strut
した。
around with your la-di-da ways,
PS4 なんです
and
けど、
then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start
BL
squealing.
班ですか？
You don't have what it takes
いや
to
いやい
make
や、
my
普
way.
通に
You've
ディ
got
スク
to
版
earn
で
it.
I'm here for information,
ゲー
not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak
近
then.
くの
I reserve the right to answer or not.
なんせ初めて3分で飽きた人だからね。
本当ね、綾鷹く
Captain
ん
Fitzroy
や
told
ら
me
せた
about
ら
a little pick-me-up.
Oh,
綾
yeah?
鷹くんにやらせたら3
That
分
must have
で
been
何
before
これ
you
何
came
これ
looking
って言い
for
な
a
がら
fight in my bar.
Oh, come on.
ゲームやめちゃった。
Because of
売ってますよね、普通に。
Anything else?
クトゥルフは売ってますよね。売ってます、売ってます。普通に売ってます。
ヨドバシで買ってこよ。
ヨドバシ売ってると思いますよ。
I didn't expect to find
知りてない
alcohol
ですけど
on this island.
ありますよ。
What's the source of this miracle?
と
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
いや、
秋葉原のヨドバシなんでもあるからね、しょうがないね。
今まで行く気がない。
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at
趣味し
night.
かないです。
Screams, that sort
そ
of
の趣
thing.
味しかないんで。
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no
長
more.
井さん趣味なんですか？
Anything else?
フルーツ系ですか？飲まない。これ飲まないですね。ビール飲まないですもんね。僕ビールとかハイボールとかおっさんみたいな趣味してるんで。
What can you tell me
東
about
京23区に住んでるんで、行きますよ行く行く。
For her paintings. Never understood
ケイシと
why.
下ネタ聞こえてきた。
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
あれ、藤村氏のプレステっていくつ？
プレステっていくつ？プレステいくつってどういうこと？プロかプロじゃないかってこと？
Her style made her famous. How would you describe
い
it?
くらってこと？
Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal.
藤村さんはど
I
ごす
mean,
み
for
で
a
す。
young woman with a
出会い
child.
中な
and
み
all
かん。
that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
コメントが表示されない。ちょっと iPad に借りれば。
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see
これ
it,
やめよ
the truth is really a
う。
question
長井
of
さん、コン
point
ト
of
ロー
view.
ラー僕、
What do you mean? The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
ストリートファイ
What
ター
can I tell you?
ちょっと
I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and
藤
came
村さん、
back,
スカイリムってご
sweating
存
and
知？
stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
おすすめです。
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
あえ、これってプレステじゃねえの？
プレステだよ。プレステよ。スカイリムは
That'll be all for now.
以前一回いいとこの兄にやらせてもらって面白かったですね。VR のやつが最近出た。最近じゃねえな。前出たって聞いたんでやりたいなと思ってました。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices.
Do you like our song?
We're true
あ、ねえわ。
silence. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've
あ、
got.
いいっしょ、多分。
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were
なんな
still
らあれ、
fishing
あ
for
れあれ
whales
カルボ
off
ナーラと
Darkwater
ゴリラあ
Island.
るんで。ご飯なんで。俺プレステだよ。どうしたん綾鷹君。いくつってどういうこと？
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
VR 酔っちゃうよろろ。
Family of ship
プレス
owners.
テ4って。
Tell me something I don't
なん
already
で
know.
今コメント言ったんだ
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
VR
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
VR
We're
な
not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk. There! You're speaking ill, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
なんか4とか5とかあるやん。それ、いくつ？
What brought whaling to an
あ
end?
あ、プレステ4だ
The
よ。プレステ
whales,
4。
of
大
course.
勢のゼロギガとか1
They
クラか
all
プロとか。
disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
最初の初期
One
の方
of
って
the
いくつ？
miraculous catch.
Exactly.
じゃあ500だ。500かな。
I've
ど
never
れを見
heard
れば
this
わ
song
かる。スト
before.
レージ見ればわかる。
Only people from here know it.
5はま
It
だ
tells
出
the
てない
story
な
of
ら
the。miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you
It's
say,
very
young
kinda-
man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
2021年。
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the
僕
newspaper
の趣味では
report.
飲まないですよ。
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you.
気になって買ってみ
Our
たやつ。
grandparents tasted its flesh.
And
ブ
it
ルーの
was
横に置いてあるやつ
delicious.
がちょっと気になって買ったやつです。永井さん、ストロー使わないですか？
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So
この
long.
ゲームもあるけど。
I had the wings of a girly voice. I was with a man fly
この人たちが歌ってるのが奇跡の
PS4 はデイズゴーン面白かった。
デイズゴーン。デイズゴーンを知らないな。デイズゴーン知ってます？
What? Another break?
あ
Can't you see that we're in
大
the
量の
middle
ゾ
of
ン
a
ビに追っかけられるやつ
conversation?
ですか？
I told you to beat
あれ
it.
か、音じゃツーブロがあれやってたやつだ。CM やってたやつだ。
I told you to beat it.
ああ、中井さん何やってんすか？キャットに。
走るゾンビ、ゲ
ゾンビゲーム僕あれしかやったことないですよ。バイオハザードぐらいしかやったことないですよ。そこにもあるんですけど、バイオハザード2と1が。僕は普段からゾンビゲーはあんまりやらない。対人ゲーを最近までずっとやってたから。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
永井さんもオーバーウォッチとか CG がやる。
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
今は
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
ゾンビゲーな。
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a
ー。対
question
人
of
なら
territory.
BF4 中毒
But
だっ
I
た
ain't。asking. You want to know more? Go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
やってた。 回やってない。
I shall take my leave.
BF シリーズはお邪魔した時に永井さん家にワンやって
学校帰って友達とずっとやってたな。
学校帰ってずっとやってたの僕がオーバーウォッチ全盛期の時ですよ。それザリア使ってボコボコにしてたっていう。でとにかく楽しかったなっていうけど途中から使命感に変わっちゃうんだよな。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
左下にこのハテナマーク出るじゃないですか。これアイテムがあるよってことです。近くに。で、この緑色に出てくるアイテムが
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
登ります。ゼルダやりたくなってくるな。
オーバーウォッチは今も人います。
オーバーウォッチ今人いますよ。普通にいますよ。新キャラ出ますし。これまだ動かないですよ、永井さん。オーバーウォッチはまだまだ人いますよ。ただ、なんか、僕、対人ゲームやると口悪くなったりするんで。対人ゲームだと口悪いんで。
A whale vertebra. This place is full of junk.
綾鷹くん自分でやりたいオラゲ探ししてきたから LINE 送るわ。
あ、ほんと？ちょっと見して。珍しくなんか俺のなんかなんでだろうなんでこんなにみんな湧いてくるの。すごいんだけど、チャットが湧いてるんだけど、すごい。ほとんどサックスさんのやつなんだけど。あれてかブラッドリーに話してないですね、これ。ブラッドリーは違いますよ。戻ってください。ブラッドリーの場所を教えますね。そう右です。それです。この警官の方です。
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
死ねクソゲタクソやめろ雑魚抜けろとか言っちゃう。
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
僕酔っ払ってる時が一番ひどい。
大人は人が変わる
If
からし
only
ゃあ
you
ない。
knew. They only listen to Captain
一番
Fitzroy.
多分面白かったのは
And
敵
you?
を煽る時に
What brings you to
いや
our
ダメだ。
I'm looking for this
もう酔っ払い
address.
相手に負けちゃうのは
Warehouse
君はもう
36,
やめた方がいい
Darkwater
って
Harbor.
言ってましたね。
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
VR
You're not
対応した。
sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
味方死ねと鶴な引けよかすやめろ売れるってこい。
ちょっとこのまあいいや。味方死ねは言わないかな。だいたい身内が味方だからなんとも言う。野良でやってる時ぐらい、おい何やってんだよてめえっつって、自分の方がミスってるのにそういうこと言っちゃうって。永井さん、ちなみに僕これアイテムの場所まだ覚えてますよ。ちなみに倉庫内にしかないです。細かく探すんですよこれマジで。本当にこういうところです。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
これ続けられそうですか、永井さん。 最初の方全然こういう感じでなんかあんま面白くないですよ、正直言って。なんだろう、こんな感じなんだなって思いながらやる感じなんですけど、途中からもう思いっきりなんだこういう謎が深まってくると、5章ぐらいから面白くなってくるんかな。あ、でもまあ正直ここも正直言って、でもどうだろうな。
神話生物は出てくる。
All I have to do is turn this handle.
あんまりちょっと永井さん、これ僕失敗しました。はい。神話生物は空気っていう空気っていうのは空とか、まあ、機体の空気。
あやたかくん多分めんどくさくなってゲームオーバー目指すタイプだわ。
あやたかくんね、ストーリー性がないゲームの方がね好きだからダメだよ。もう一回調べてください、永井さん。もう一回押して。ポチって押すだけでパスを打つ。
I hope it's not toxic.
毒じゃないという。あやたかくんはね、割とゲームはあれだから、単純なゲームが好きだから。俺はどんなゲームもできる。
アーコグサイトでアイムするやつはバカ。
アーコグサイトでアイム。M かな。
いや、長いし英語だし字幕見てないとわからんからだるい。日本語がいい。
なに今の何？何これ？
ハスター様の足。触手プレイですか？
ハスターっぽいよね。ハスターっぽいけど、まあクトゥルフでもあるんだよね。すごい。いや、あそこまで行ったの見たことないね、僕。もう言ったじゃないですか。知らなかったって。あそこは失敗した。
This place stinks.
もうこの時
What
点
is
で
the
ルート違
connection
います。
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
この時点でもうルート違います。あそこ失敗しちゃったんで。
What happened here?
What happened? こんな描写俺あった？なくね？
Who has enough money to buy painkillers but stays in a place like this?
これびっくりするわ。
It smells as bad as it
こんな
looks.
描写俺なかった。半分っていうかこれ俺初見だもんこれ。これ初見。マジ初見。いや違う、初見じゃない、これはどっちにしろ初見じゃないんだけど展開は違う。全く違う。これサラ・ホーキンスですね。
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is,
has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
あ、これ僕今でも何選んだか覚えてますよ。めっちゃ迷いません。これ半分僕のラジオ放送なんで。
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks
全
must
然
still
展開
be
違
there.
うんだけどさっきの。
They're in my
ちょっ
mind
と
anyway.
It's horrendous.
ちょっと
I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? Come on.
これは
My car's parked down the way.
これ最終的にめっちゃわかります。
Andrews, would you please shut the door?
そして展開が何点
Open
回
your
もするん
eyes,
で面
damn
白いですよ。
it. This guy went right under your nose.
展開が起こるんで
Damn it. Her again.
サスペンス系ですよね、本当に。
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
これ攻略本ないと俺投げ捨てるやつだわ。
Behind you, at the top of the ridge.
攻略本ないと投げ捨てるやつ。攻略本なんてないよ。
You see the building?
ネットでサイトで
That's
見
the
て、
Hawkins mansion. Come on,
攻略見て
we
る
got
け
some
ど、
driving to do.
正直攻略見てるっていうか、攻略見て一個だけね、マジで攻略見ないと無理だったところあった。正直それ無理だろうなっていうのがあった。攻略見ても分かんなかった何回か間違えた。ストリートファイターやりますかやったことないですか？やってみます？
ないの。しんど。もう一生やらんわ。
攻略本って俺、ご時世いらないと思う。本はいらないですよね、攻略本。そっちの方が正確だし。まあ、公式は出してるから、攻略本に関しては。
Well, here we
めっ
are.
ちゃコメント欄
Hawkins
が
mansion.
コメントが今日嬉しい、ありがたい。そうですよ、そうですよ。
The place has been abandoned since the
何
fire.
もなしにクトゥルフ
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
配信始めた時も1時間2時間3時間ぐらい経ってからやっと来たって時ありましたよ。
He's clearly not doing any
どうでもいい
gardening.
なって思いながら配
You
信
know,
してたんで。
Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, He lost his whole family.
これ攻略本ないと
Nowhere to go.
投げ出しちゃう。攻略
And
本なん
as
て
you'll
いらなく
see,
ね？
in a way, he's still
屋敷って言われるくらいのでか
Is
さ
there
の
anything
家に
else
住
you
み
want
た
to
い。
ask me? Or do you want to go
屋
up
敷って
there?
言われるくらいででかい家住みたい。これ管理費がね、結局ね、
I prefer to be
お
prepared.
金の話なんだけど、管理費だよね。
Wise
一番
attitude.
は変えたと
But
しても
apart from old Silas and some rotten
そ
floorboards,
こ維持できる
there's
か。
nothing to worry
維
about.
持費が多分相
Could
当
he be
か
a
かる。
problem?
Strictly
多分
speaking,
1
he
年
ain't
でね、
dangerous.
家買えると思う。
Since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a
いや
remarkably
家
sturdy man,
だって
given
城
his
で
age.
すよ。
A true force of nature.
A sad old man
いいですよ、
doesn't
問題
worry
は。
me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
風呂入ってきていいですか？配信の相手は任せました、永井さん。
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Poor kid.
I must so.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing.
Poor
Let alone
kid.
allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him,
何か
Silas.
喋っててください。
He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, son.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
長井さん、僕お風呂ナウです。僕お風呂ナウです。
ちょっと待って。僕お風呂ナウですって。
BS. What now?
Now you're right. I'm waiting.
長井さん、お風呂入りたいですか？
入ってきたから。やっぱあんたか。コメント欄見て分かったわ。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
バグは起きました？
起きてないね。
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see if I can
Silas
find
managed to
something
bring
the
the fire
cops
under
missed.
control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? They had a fight. Why? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the earth?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, we all assume the Hawkins lived on Charles's
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
たかくん見てる？あやたかくん。動く進歩した。しっかりホラーのところでもありますから安心してください。永井さん。しっかりやばいところもあるんで。
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that a book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
何が出てきました？
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
まあ仕方ないです。そういうゲームなんで。やってる側もちょっと退屈になる時もある。たまになんかちょっと喋りが長いなって思う時ある。でも理解し話がないですよ。これなんて書いてあります？右上メイン。
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
2階っていうかまだ全部調べてなくないですか？
This door is blocked from the outside. These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Oh. 最初めっちゃいい動きします。
This door is locked. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.